Good morning everybody. Just a wee reminder about how to do the model plan aspect of your child's toy. So a reminder that you should watch the live video that we did on the 21st of January. That's been recorded and can be found on the Teams page. So you're going to be producing a model plan for your child's toy. So a model plan just basically means you explaining how to model. So you planning and explaining out how to model your product in 3D CAD modeling software. So we're going to think about this step by step and logically think about what you would do to actually make this if we were in class. So step one, we're going to look into just creating this cuboid base to begin with. So step one is so I'm just gonna write this out, just gonna move off the seat. So to make the base, you would first draw a rectangle with the following measurements. And then you would just draw out the shape that you want to make. Now it's always easier just to add the measurements onto a drawing. That's why I said to sketch step by step, because it's always just easier to do it that way. So my measurements are, and all our measurements will be the same for this bit. So your measurements are 240 by 160. Okay, so next step, number 2. So then use the extrude tool and set the measurement to, and ours again will all be the same, 30 millimeters, okay? So set the measurement to 30 millimeters to create the cuboid. Okay, right, step 3 is for you to be able to start doing the cut. All right, so I've got an exploded drawing here. You can draw it out in either way that you want. So you can either draw it with a model up at the top left and then write out your model plan, or you can do it with an exploded drawing in the middle. So an exploded drawing is where you pull away all of the parts. So I would have circle part here, have the square part coming out there. Okay, I'd pull them all out. So the next step is going to be thinking about how to make this shape with these cuts. And remember, the cut in Inventor for the SQA we need to refer to as subtract. So your 2 key tools here are going to be extrude to make 3D, and then subtract if you're trying to remove material. Okay, so your next step would be to create a new sketch on the top of the cuboid and draw out your shapes. Now, with the shapes, just make sure everything's going to still be able to fit within this. Try not to make shapes much bigger than 50 millimeters. And then finally, when you go to do the subtract here, make the subtract 15 millimeters which is half of your 30mm extrusion. So 15mm subtract, and then all of these individual parts make them 15mm. So each of these will then be 15 for the extrusion. Draw that out. So they'd be 15, and then your handles make them 25 for the extrusion. Hopefully you will be able to finish off and create your own model plan for Inventor. Okay, well done guys. Speak to you soon.